Dear professional friends, welcome to 7th episode of GST Weekly Update. We are excited to see your overwhelming response to our last episode, so thanks for the same. There is no new notification, circular, clarification issued by department between the last episode and this episode. Keep watching till end to see your queries and questions that was received by us during this period. Let's begin with crucial case laws that are important for you, your business and for your clients. Today as first case, we are dissecting a very important ruling from Allahabad High Court in case of Kronos Solutions India Private Limited versus Union of India, reported in 2024 NTN volume 84, page number 402. In this significant judgment, the court examined into the powers of appellate authorities under GST Act, specifically examining if authority has the power to remand a matter back to the adjudicating authority. The crux of the case revolved around whether the appellate authority could set aside its own order and send the case back for re-evaluation. This question is critical for the GST appeal process, affecting how disputes are resolved. The court analysis in this case was the court provided clarity on the scope of the appellate authority's power under section 107 of CGST Act. The court emphasized that the authority has three options to confirm, to modify or to annul the original order. The court finally stated that the appellate authority does not possess the inherent power to remand back order to the adjudicating authority. This interpretation ensures a streamlined process for handling GST disputes. By setting aside an order that failed to align with the statutory framework, the court underscored the importance of adhering to the prescribed appeal mechanism within the GST framework. This landmark decision by Allahabad High Court reinforced the structured approach of GST appeal, ensuring that legal processes are followed as introduced by the legislatures. Next is an important ruling from Honorable Allahabad High Court in case of Kumar Brothers versus Additional Commissioner Grade 2, reported in NTN 2024 volume 84 at page number 403. The heart of this case lies in the dismissal of an appeal by the GST authorities without considering the evidence provided by the petitioner, an important, a very vital concern under the GST framework. The core issue in this case was Kumar Brothers faced a challenge when their goods sold to Messrs. Slock Brothers Devi was detained despite presenting documents confirming the buyer's legitimate transaction. The goods were seized based on the inspection that questions the buyer's business activity. The court examined whether the appellate authorities was justified in dismissing the appeal without the due consideration of evidence showing the buyer's active GST registration and business operations. It was found by the court that the appellate and the assessing authorities dismissed substantial evidence including GST registration and electronic credit ledger entries that proved the the buyer's ongoing business activities. Honorable Allahabad High Court quashed the order and confirmed the seizure of goods. The Allahabad High Court quashed the order that confirmed the seizure of goods, emphasizing that once evidence of active business is presented, it was unjust to demand security and impose penalty under section 129 subsection 3 of the GST Act. This landmark decision of Honorable Allahabad High Court underscores the importance of thoroughly examination of all prescribed evidence in GST disputes, ensuring fairness and the adjudication process. Dear professional friends, we see such cases very frequently in our practices. So we need to be very particular about using this case laws of Honorable Allahabad High Court. Next crucial ruling for discussion is by Tripura High Court in case of MB Trading versus State of Tripura, focusing on GST registration and legal intricacies of suspensions due to alleged non-compliance. Reported in 2024 NTN volume 84 page 406. In this landmark judgment, Honorable High Court addressed the issue of prolonged GST registration suspension without specific allegation of non-compliance impacting the practitioner's business operations. The core issue of Messrs. MP Trading's case is that MP Trading's GST registration was suspended since February 23 based on a show-cause notice that was deemed cryptic and vague by the court, lacking specific contraventions of the GST Act or rules. The court scrutinized the lack of specificity in the SCM and evaluated its impact on the petitioner's ability to respond effectively, a critical aspect of the legal fairness and due process. It was found by the court that in absence of any clear allegations made it virtually impossible for Mr. MP Trading to mount a specific defense directly affecting their business due to ongoing suspension. The Honorable Tripura High Court ordered the issuing authority to serve a fresh SCN that explicit allegations of contraventions within 1 week, providing MP Trading an opportunity to reply with evidences. This decision reaffirmed the importance of clarity and specificity in legal proceedings and legal notices, ensuring that businesses have a fair chance to address allegation of non-compliance. Next, we have to explore a very impactful decision from Honorable Allahabad High Court in case of Malik Traders versus State of UP, focusing on the intricacies of denying ITC credit under GST, reported in 2024 NTN volume 84 page 417. In this significant judgment, the court addressed the critical issue of whether the denial of ITC was justified when the supplier failed to remit GST, a scenario underpinned under Section 74 of the CGST Act. The core issue in this case was Malik Traders was denied ITC due to their supplier's failure to pay the tax charge on invoice. The court examined if adjudicating authorities' action under Section 74 for tax levy and penalty was warranted without substantial proof of goods movement. The petitioner presented tax invoice, e-way bill and payment records through banking channel. However, crucial documents like freight payment receipts and acknowledgement of goods delivery were absent. The court referred the Supreme Court judgment in State of Karnataka versus Ecom Gill Coffee Trading, emphasizing the dealer's burden to prove the actual physical movement of goods for claiming ITC. In this case, in absence of detailed evidence led the court to uphold the decision to deny ITC. It highlights the necessity of comprehensive documentation to substantiate the genuineness of the transactions for goods movement. This judgment underscores the stringent documentation required for ITC claim under GST, affirming the dealer's responsibility to validate the transactions fully. Court clarified the rigorous standards for ITC eligibility, setting a precedent to ensure the good record keeping. Next in line is landmark ruling by Bombay High Court in case of MediaNet Software Services India Private Limited concerning jurisdiction over the levy of tax on export of services, a very important decision for GST compliance, reported in 2024 NTN volume 84 February part 2. In a nuanced judgment, the court examined whether state authorities have the jurisdiction to levy tax on the export of services, a matter falling distinctly under IGST. The crux of the matter arose when the petitioner was compelled by the state authorities' action to pay tax on export transactions under CGST and Maharashtra State GST Act, challenging their authorities' jurisdiction over such transactions. The court referred its earlier decision in Dharmendra M. Jani versus Union of India, which clarifies that jurisdiction over export of services lie exclusively with central authorities under IGST Act. Analyzing the jurisdictional boundaries, the court underscores that CGST or Maharashtra State GST authorities improperly demanded and retained tax on export services and action beyond their statutory powers. The High Court ordered the refund of taxes deposited by the petitioner with the state authorities to be transferred to the appropriate central authorities, correcting the jurisdictional overreach. This decision reiterated the compartmentalization jurisdiction under GST framework, ensuring that export of service is governed under IGST Act, safeguarding taxpayers' right. With this ruling, Honorable Mumbai High Court has provided crucial clarity on the jurisdictional aspect of GST, offering a significant precedent for the treatment of export services under GST law. Dear friends, query time. So this time we received many queries to be addressed in this episode. We have taken the few which are good, which are important for the larger audience. One of our viewers want to know more about public tech platform for frictionless credit. We have taken this topic in the last episode as well, but I want to add more information about that in this episode. This platform is developed by subsidiary of RBI, and the pilot of this project was available from 17th August 2023. In this platform, first of thing that I want to clarify, this credit is not ITC credit. This credit relates to the borrowing and the lending. So this application is for the lenders, which are bank and NBFCs, who want to borrow their money to the businessman. So, and all businessmen have their business turnover and the transaction on GST portal. So GST portal can, if you agree and tick that you want the information can be passed on to the borrower, then the department can smoothly provide directly that information to the lender, who can directly approach you based on your turnover on GST portal for a frictionless credit. So this can be a good value add for getting the smoothness credit to the businesses. The second query, one of our viewers want to know whether the warehouse or the cold storage need to be get registered as an additional place if they keep their goods in the cold storage. So yes, to keep the goods in cold storage, you need to get the additional place of business endorsed in your registration, and then you can keep that warehouse or the cold storage in your business, or use that for your business purposes. The another query is that one viewer want to know what is the cash credit ledger, electronic cash ledger or electronic credit ledger. I will try to give it a very simplified answer to this query. What is cash ledger? It's more similar to your wallet that we have in these days. So when you keep money in your wallet, the money remains in wallet but still remain your money. Similarly, in the electronic ledgers, it remain your money, but in the electronic cash ledger, unless you pay this to adjust your GST liability. So this the credit ledgers and the electronic cash ledgers work in the similar way. Hopefully, I hope that I am able to explain you your queries. Now we are ending this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss on our updated and latest videos. Please share your valuable feedback and ideas to improve, to make it more useful viewers in the comment box. So keep as I till next week and stay connected for more exciting videos. Thank you.